Hello all, and welcome to this lunchtime stream. I think this is not stream, this is lunchtime video. Though, I do think, should I start streaming? Maybe. Probably not. I mean, look how slipshod these are even in video form. I don't even want to know what streaming would look like. Anyways, it's about 13 minutes before the gym stream, the Mr. Medicare stream, starts up, which I will be watching, which is why I want to go and get a nice little amount of alcohol in me so I can enjoy it. And what will we be drinking? So we have the other Kupu spirits right now, and this is the whiskey and ginger. I believe it's white whiskey. And this is 7.0 ABV. And it says Kupu Spirits whiskey blended with local island ginger beer. Ready to enjoy craft cocktail. So, going to be pouring this into tumbler, because why wouldn't I? Ooh! Big smell of white whiskey. So this one's a little bit more yellow than the gin and tonic. And a little bit more cloudy too, I would venture. And that, folks, is what happens when you go and deeply inhale effervescent ginger. It doesn't want to go back. Stupid camera of mine. Yep, there we go. So, the ginger is very big in the nose. And this is very effervescent, so it's effervescing that ginger, and there's like ginger vapor, so inhaling deeply is like going straight to my lungs and causing me to cough. Well, not really my lungs, but my throat. Mm. So mint to finish, big earthy ginger sort of resides, then a slight boozy white whiskey note, and then clearing that, a honeyed note almost. My God, this is kind of like, it's giving me a pepper spray almost reaction here. Excuse me. Yeah, so despite the fact my eyes are watering, my nose is running, it's not unpleasant tasting. It's just that that effervescent ginger is really, really strong. Interestingly, the top note inside the palate is not very strong, but I'm literally having to hold my breath when I take a sip, just to keep it from kind of rising. Usually, when I take a sip, I'm breathing in deeply, but that's not possible because watch what happens when I do that. Yeah, so very big ginger in the nose, kind of overwhelming ginger. Despite the fact that the spicy part of ginger is not that strong, um, it's sort of it's there. It's sort of a flat line throughout, but it's actually not that strong on the palate. And the more earthy notes kind of take over. The flavor of the white whiskey, I'm not really getting very many whiskey notes, just sort of a boozy kind of note throughout, um, which the ginger really, really covers up. And of course, that sort of honeyed note. Um, it's fairly sweet. I'd say it's sweeter than the gin and tonic. It's just much more balanced by that ginger, both the earth and the spice of the ginger. Yeah. As with the gin and tonic, um, doesn't really drink like a 7.0, I find. Not really going to my head all that much, but I did eat a sweet potato before, about a couple hours before this. And again, despite the fact that I'm coughing quite a bit and my nose is running and my eyes are watering, it's not unpleasant. It's just, I don't know, it's really quite strange because I have drank ginger beers before, including ones that are much, have more of that spicy aspect of ginger on the palate. But I've never had quite this sort of reaction before, and I'm wondering if it's um, just the fact, because so usually when I have a ginger beer, you put the alcohol in, and then you pour the ginger beer over it. This is pre-mixed, so the alcohol is you know, kind of effervescing along with the ginger, and I'm wondering if that's making me much more sensitive to it. And again, I've had much, much spicier ginger beers. Um, you know, it's just this one is just whacking my nose to the point where I'm pretty stuffed up right now, so I'm kind of losing my sense of taste. Um, which I guess is I would say a beverage that makes me lose my sense of smell. That's kind of a hit against it, I would say. You know, so kind of losing that sense of smell loses most of the taste. Now I'm just kind of getting the sweetness of it. And yeah, I guess I'm going to go and finish this. Like I said, it doesn't taste bad. And this just might be my own personal reaction to this. I've never had it before with the ginger beer, so I'm not exact or ginger ale, which has much less ginger. So I'm not exactly sure what's causing it in this case. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna pretty much cut it out right there. So I'm not. So this doesn't taste very bad. Okay, since this wants to go blurry again, Kupu Spirits Whiskey Ginger. This doesn't taste bad at all. Um, just be forewarned, if you're like me, you might have something of a reaction to it, which is it almost feels like an allergy kind of reaction, burning eye, burning watery eyes, runny nose. So yeah, and I know it's not ginger because I eat ginger all the time, so I don't know exactly what's causing this. So caveat emptor, I guess. Otherwise, you can kind of enjoy a nice whiskey ginger, which is basically kind of like a Moscow Mule, only kind of has that sort of boozier white whiskey taste to it, I suppose. And that is your canned cocktail review for this afternoon, folks. Cheers.